Welcome back to our channel, soap fans. It is a gorgeous day to dive deep into the juicy drama of Los Angeles, and we are so thrilled to have you here with us. Grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's talk about the absolute explosion of secrets, hypocrisy, and romance currently rocking our screens. Can we just take a moment to process the absolute insanity that is the Will, Elektra, and Dylan love triangle? Because right now, the level of hypocrisy radiating from Forrester Creations is enough to power the entire city of Los Angeles. Let's be real for a second. Elektra just dumped Will Spencer. She looked him dead in the eye, completely shattered his heart, and declared that they are never getting back together. She slammed the door on their relationship, locked it, and threw away the key. But here is the kicker. Despite throwing Will away like yesterday's trash, she actually has the nerve to turn around and demand that Dylan treat Will as a completely off-limits, restricted zone. Are you kidding me? You cannot have your cake, throw it on the floor, and then scream when someone else tries to pick up the pieces. I absolutely cannot stand Elektra's behavior right now, and I know many of you feel the exact same way. It is the classic dog in the manger syndrome that we have seen on soap operas for decades. Elektra is acting exactly like her Aunt Ivy Forrester, using her corporate influence and perceived moral high ground to dictate the lives of the people around her. She feels entirely justified in leaning on R.J. Forrester for emotional support, soaking up his attention and his compliments, yet she fiercely punishes Will for seeking comfort in Dylan's arms after she brutally pushed him away. The double standard is staggering. R.J. is practically salivating at the chance to play the knight in shining armor, and we all know he is channeling his inner Massimo Marone right now. R.J. is using this chaos to permanently eliminate Will as a romantic rival, and Elektra is letting him do it while simultaneously trying to control Will's love life from afar. It is toxic, it is manipulative, and frankly, it makes Elektra look incredibly petty. But thank goodness for Dylan. Wow, did you see the way Dylan completely exposed Elektra's hypocrisy? It was a masterclass in standing your ground. Dylan did not just roll over and accept Elektra's ridiculous rules. Instead, she pointed out the glaringly obvious fact. Since Elektra dumped Will, she has completely forfeited her right to dictate who he dates. Period. End of sentence. By severing ties with Will, Elektra inadvertently gave him a massive get-out-of-jail-free card to date whoever he wants, even if that happens to be Elektra's former best friend. Dylan stripping away Elektra's false sense of authority was one of the most satisfying moments we have seen all month. Dylan is no longer the timid girl waiting in the wings. She is fiercely fighting for the man she loves, and she is tired of hiding her true feelings. However, as much as I am rooting for Dylan to put Elektra in her place, we need to talk about the massive, dark cloud hanging over Dylan's head. The secret identity. The lies. The hidden past. This is where the story gets incredibly dangerous, and this is where I think the writers are setting us up for an epic heartbreak. We know that Dylan arrived in town hiding her true background. She even lied to the woman who raised her, claiming she was homeless just to cover up her actual circumstances. Why? What is she running from? Who is she protecting? In the world of the bold and the beautiful, a secret identity is a ticking time bomb, and Dylan is currently sitting right on top of it. Here is my massive prediction and theory on how this all falls apart. We know Wyatt Spencer is stepping up as the protective older brother. Wyatt has a tragic, painful history with women who harbor massive secrets. Do we need to bring up the ghost of Flo Fulton? Wyatt was completely devastated when he found out Flo was hiding the truth about baby Beth and her own Logan identity. Because of that historical trauma, Wyatt is highly suspicious of Dylan's sweet girl facade. He is already launching a private investigation into Dylan using Spencer Publications' vast resources. Wyatt wants Will to be happy, but more importantly, he wants Will to be safe from the kind of deception that ruined his own past relationships. When Wyatt digs, he is going to hit the mother lode. The rumor mill and timeline hints suggest that Dylan's biological parents are actually arriving in Los Angeles, and in a massive plot twist, they are old, close friends of none other than Bill Spencer. Just pause and think about the implications of that for a second. Bill Spencer, the ruthless billionaire who absolutely despises the Forrester family, is going to find out that this mysterious girl who is currently at war with a Forrester is actually the daughter of his old friends. This changes the entire dynamic of the show. Bill will absolutely love the fact that Dylan is sticking it to Elektra. If Elektra succeeds in getting R.J. to fire Dylan from Forrester Creations, which is such a vindictive, classic Stephanie Forrester move, Bill will swoop in without hesitation. I can already see Bill hiring Dylan at Spencer Publications, giving her a massive salary and actively playing matchmaker to ensure she and Will end up together just to spite the Forresters. But, and this is a massive but, what happens when Will finds out the truth? This is the core tragedy of this storyline. Dylan's special hidden identity might be the very thing that prevents her from ever truly having Will's heart. Will Spencer has grown up surrounded by the manipulative lies of his parents, Bill and Katie. He has watched his father scheme, lie, and destroy lives to get what he wants. Because of this, Will values honesty above almost anything else. If Will discovers that Dylan, the woman he turned to for comfort, the woman who claimed to be a safe harbor from Elektra's toxic drama, has been lying to him about her fundamental identity from day one, it will shatter him. Imagine the scene. Will, already feeling vulnerable and battered from Elektra's rejection, is finally starting to trust Dylan. They share those tender moments at the beach house, kissing on the sofa, building a genuine connection. And then, boom, Wyatt drops the file on the table. The truth comes out. Dylan isn't who she says she is. The betrayal Will is going to feel will be astronomical. He will look at Dylan and see just another manipulator, just another person who used a false narrative to get close to him. It won't matter that her parents are friends with Bill. It won't matter that Bill approves of her. What will matter to Will is the deception. This is the brilliant, agonizing symmetry of soap opera storytelling. Elektra's blatant, loud hypocrisy might not be the thing that ultimately ruins the Elektra romance, but Dylan's quiet, desperate lies might be the very thing that destroys her own chances with Will. It is a tragic irony. Dylan fought so hard to expose Elektra's fake morality, only to have her own lack of transparency come back to bite her. I genuinely fear for Dylan when this secret explodes. Will might just shut down completely, pushing both Elektra and Dylan away, realizing that neither of them can offer him the honest, uncomplicated love he is so desperately searching for. Furthermore, let's look at the historical context of how secrets destroy relationships on this show. Think back to when Liam found out about Hope's secrets, or when Ridge constantly felt betrayed by Brooke's hidden alliances. The Spencer men, in particular, have a very rigid view of loyalty. When they feel betrayed, they build walls made of steel. Will is currently acting out of a place of deep emotional pain. He begged Elektra for forgiveness, and she handed him a cold, hard rejection. He is fragile. Dylan's lie, no matter how well-intentioned or complicated her reasons might be, will be perceived as the ultimate betrayal of that fragility. So, what do you guys think? Is Dylan's secret identity going to be the nail in the coffin for her and Will? Will Wyatt be the one to pull the trigger and expose her? And how incredibly satisfying will it be to see Bill Spencer step in and use this entire situation to wage war against Forrester Creations? I want to hear all your thoughts, theories, and rants in the comments below. Do you hate Elektra's hypocrisy as much as I do, or do you think Dylan is the real villain here for hiding her past? Let's get a massive debate going.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.